Welcome back, people. This is CTC. Curtis Talks Chelsea. A lot to get through today. Cucurella news, Alonso news, the special one returns, and Fernandez being linked to Real Madrid. Stay tuned as we find out what one that is. Now, do me a massive favour. Smash that like button. Put your comments in below. Turn that notification bell on. My name's Curtis. Let's get into it. Okay, people. So let's start with Cucurella. Marc Cucurella, Chelsea defender. What is the news? What are we saying? We know at the minute he is out with Spain, the national team, for the World Cup. It's been reported recently that he is not looking to leave as we speak. He wants to focus on Spain, which I fully get, concentrate on the World Cup, and then after the World Cup, he might then look at his options. But as it stands, currently, he wants to remain at Chelsea Football Club. That is good news for the foreseeable. Let's hope no team comes in with an audacious bid during the World Cup to try and buy him, but I can't see it happening. Maybe after the World Cup there might be some bids. The team directly linked with this player, Atletico Madrid. Now we know what Diego Simeone is like. He loves a defender. He loves a defender who loves a tackle, biting at ankles. And Cucurella is that player. He can be quite annoying for the opposition to play against, and that's somebody half the time you want in your team that will cause issues. He's had a bit of a mixed season, started well, faded away, and towards the end of the season, he just wasn't good enough like the majority of Chelsea players. But what would Chelsea ask for in return for such a player? The ballpark being mentioned is that 60 to 70 million euros for the deal. Now, that's a hell of a lot of money for a player. But let's move on to the next point. Xabi Alonso, 1st of July, will be his day one Chelsea Football Club. He's got the keys. He can make the changes. But we need to sell. We need to sell players. We need money. We've got PSR. You've got all that jazz. People to please when it comes to your finances. Now, Cucurella, if we sell him to, I don't care who it is, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, they need to pay up £70 million just to get the deal done. I'll take. I don't know if you've watched the last few friendlies before the World Cup started recently, but Valentino Barco is a baller. Now, he could be that like-for-like replacement for Cucurella, potentially. Barco is starting to play and start games for Argentina. So, watch out for Barco. What an addition he is to this football club. That gives us the opportunity to just offload Cucurella for the right price. Now, we said about Xabi Alonso, he's got the keys, he can make the decisions, he needs to sell players, he needs to buy players. Who do we buy? We need a goalkeeper, we need a centre-half, potentially we need a backup to João Pedro. And then there's the fact that Enzo Fernandez might leave us. Well, will Enzo go? That's a big question mark now. The special one has returned. You've heard that right. The special one is back in La Liga for Real Madrid. Straight in the front door goes Jose Mourinho. Who's he interested in? Straight away, Bernardo Silva. Lovely jubbly. From Man City, he's left. Unbelievable player. What he's done for City and, again, working underneath Pep Guardiola, amazing. Now he's been snapped up by Jose Mourinho. Look at that Real Madrid midfield now. Even if Enzo Fernandez went there, where does he play? Where does he fit in? You've got too many players now congested in that midfield. Add Bernardo Silva to that list. Camavinga, Tukamani, Arda Güler, Valverde, England's star man, Jude Bellingham. That is a congested midfield, and you're going to potentially add Enzo Fernandez to that? Or are you? Rumour has it Real Madrid quite likes the other Fernandez. That's right, not Enzo. It might be Enzo that he is interested in still, but the current Fernandez that Real Madrid are pursuing, Mateus Fernandez, West Ham fans will know him well. 3 goals, 4 assists in the league, something like that. He's done okay. He's a young lad, Portuguese international. Surprise, surprise. Jose Mourinho loves a Portuguese player, being Portuguese himself. Bringing in Mateus Fernandez into this Real Madrid team could be a mastermind plan. Back up for positions, play Champions League, there's a lot of games. Is he a starter? I'd say no, especially when you've got the likes of Bernardo Silva and Jude Bellingham in front of you. So why would they be interested in Enzo? Well, it's Real Madrid. They're going to be linked to many players. But 9 times out of 10, when they're linked to someone and they're interested, they get their player. That is the problem. And that's what concerns me. But we're talking about midfielders, and we're not just talking about midfielders from Chelsea and Madrid. We're talking about midfielders full stop in this transfer market. The amount of money being discussed, we've said on this channel, £100 million for Adam Walton for Crystal Palace. If he is worth £100 million at 22, okay, what has he won? Yes, he's won things, which majority of players haven't. Like Elliot Anderson, who we'll come on to in a sec. Enzo is a World Cup winner. I'm not selling Enzo less than what Crystal Palace want for Adam Walton. Let alone the £120 million Nottingham Forest want for Elliot Anderson. Because Man City are sniffing around. If you're going to pay 120 million for Elliot Anderson, you pay 120 million for Adam Walton. We should not sell Enzo Fernandez to anybody less than 120 million. There is just no way, no deal, pay up or no deal. As it stands, Enzo Fernandez remains a Chelsea player. Has he had talks yet with Xabi Alonso? I reckon he has. But we don't know that. We don't know if they've had that communication. They've had a meeting. They've expressed what they each want. Xabi Alonso will want to keep Enzo Fernandez. He's a star player. If Enzo Fernandez wants to leave, that will only happen if Real Madrid come in with a massive offer. We've seen that £150 million offer for Michael Olise at Bayern Munich. Real Madrid will throw the money around. They did with Eden Hazard. Now that helped our club out massively with PSR and the commitment we have to UEFA for keeping our books the way it should be at a football club. Not in massive debt, not spending millions and millions on players and no outgoings. We've got to balance the book somewhere. We could balance the books by either selling Cucurella or Enzo. Possibilities. They're 2 good players, they're 2 great players. We want at this football club, we may have to sacrifice one, if not both. And if that does happen, we've now got Barco. What an addition. Cucurella, I'm not too worried about. No concerns. Enzo Fernandez, can we strike a deal with Real Madrid? Let's just say, all cards on the table, Jose Mourinho wants Enzo Fernandez. He might want Mateus Fernandez, but he wants Enzo Fernandez and he wants to have Jude next to him, Bernardo Silva on the bench, potentially. He's getting a bit older now to come on, do a job, do a shift. You've got Tukamani, Camavinga, more defensive-minded midfielders. That Real Madrid team is set, but you're forgetting someone, Arda Güler. Arda Güler, for me, I've said on this channel before, he's just amazing. Absolute sensation. We're bound to see it for Turkey at this World Cup. Let's do a swap deal. You give us Arda Güler and cash, and we'll give you Enzo Fernandez. I'll be happy with that. I don't see where Arda Güler fits in this Real Madrid team. I just don't see it. And now they've gone and signed Bernardo Silva. And now they want, if not one, both Fernandez. Something has to give. Again, the special ones come in, and as always, he's very demanding of the board. He will go to Florentino Perez and he will say, I need this player, this player, this player. Go and spend the money. And he will spend it. He will spend it. But we need that money in. But they want Mateus Fernandez. They're interested in Enzo Fernandez, but they want Mateus Fernandez. One, he's younger. Two, he's cheaper. Mourinho, Real Madrid see something in this player. Man United are linked to him. Other clubs will be linked to him. West Ham have just been relegated. They need the money. Real Madrid can test West Ham. Knock them. 85 million, they can knock that down. 70, 75. Get a bargain, get a deal. They know Enzo Fernandez is under contract. 5-6 year contract, hard to get out of. You got to pay up. So it's a 50-50 for them. They could go either way. You tell me what you're thinking. Currently, the special one's in there. He'll make things happen. If he wants Enzo, he'll get Enzo. Already got Bernardo Silva. They're looking dangerous. £150 million bid for Elise. £150 million bid for Elise. Crazy money on the table. But that's just like Cucurella, a player that's unhappy, potentially like Enzo Fernandez, wants to leave. Well, Fabrizio Romano come out recently and said, Atletico Madrid want this player. I told you, Simeone loves these type of defenders. They need some fresh blood in their squad. They had a terrible season. It didn't work out for them in the league and the Champions League. They will want additions. They've already turned down offers, so-called offers for Alvarez up front, off Barcelona and Real Madrid. And Arsenal are interested in Alvarez. They want to keep their best players. They want to add to their squad. Just like they did last season with Lookman. He was an upgrade for them. Scored lots of goals, created chances. But they'll be down players. Antoine Griezmann has said that potentially it was his last season at Atletico Madrid. So they need players in. Cucurella could be one to watch out for. So there you have it, people. There's a lot to get through there. Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Mateus Fernandez. The special one returns. Jose Mourinho. Take that. What a manager. Now, I'm quite glad we're not in the Champions League facing the special one with this Real Madrid team. If they go and sign Elise, they go and sign Enzo Fernandez, we need to be concerned. Barcelona better be ready because Real Madrid are coming hard. And if they get the players in they need to, Bernardo Silva, Enzo Fernandez, they are building something special. Michael Elise, what a statement signing that would be. For Chelsea, we're still looking for a goalkeeper. We're still looking for a centre-half. Potentially a replacement midfielder. And a backup. Say backup. Another striker. We've got João Pedro. We've got Nicholas Jackson. What about Vlahovic from Juventus? Could be an option. But at £400,000 a week, Chelsea are not paying that. He'll be lucky to get 200, let alone 400. Not a lot of options out there. Lots for Xabi Alonso to think about. So much. As always, CTC, hear the news when it comes in. Please watch my other videos above, my previous videos. Hope you're enjoying the World Cup. Finally, the World Cup's here. There'll be more England content to come out shortly too. Keep your eye out for that. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you.